Hello, it's Emily, and it's that time of month again to film my deck of cards video. Now, October, I did have a set TBR, but I literally veered completely off track from that TBR. So, I don't think I completed all the books, or I'm going to complete all the books on that TBR. Right now, we're mid-month when I'm filming this. So, I've read 2 out of the 6 required. 1 of the 6 was at DNF, and 3 of them I haven't started yet. However, I do think I might get through most of 1 of them that I'm currently working on. And then book-wise, I've been basically devouring horror books this month and got a lot of my Stephen King TBR down this past month. So at least I got 1 goal tackled with getting what was already on my TBR down that had been sitting on my TBR for quite a while. So anyways, let's get rolling on into this video and start picking books to read next month. I guess we'll go on into our first shuffle and pick a book. Alliteration, so a book that has either alliteration in the title or in the author's name. For alliteration, I selected the 3rd book of the Trials of Apollo series, The Burning Maze by Rick Riordan. This obviously, because Rick Riordan, RR, so it does count as alliteration. And this is a series I've been needing to finish for quite some time. And so I figured might as well tackle the next one in the series and continue on. And basically this is a take on Greek mythology, and we are following Apollo, who has been punished and basically is down on Earth and lost all his godly powers, and now is essentially human, and now he's going through all these trials to try to regain his godness. So it's been a pretty nice, enjoyable read so far. I've adored the Percy Jackson series from like the beginning when they first came out, obviously, because my cat is named Percy Jackson. It's one of my favorite series, so this isn't the continuation on that series. So I've been enjoying it, and I hope I do continue to enjoy the series. Let's go into our second pick. A Pretty Spine. So basically it's self-explanatory. Whichever spine sparks my interest on my shelves. So for Pretty Spine, of course, I chose Dragon Keeper by Robin Hobb. The UK editions of these books are astounding with both their spines and front covers. They're just beautiful editions to own. And this is the first book of the Rainwild Chronicles. And this is, of course, set within her Farseer realm. And here, I believe we're going to get more story on, like, the dragons of that world and how they came to be and kind of their revival and everything that led out when they came back. I believe they came back at the end of the Mad Ship trilogy. So it's going to be a very interesting and enlightening read, and I hope I do enjoy it because I have been enjoying these books so far from beginning to end. So I hope this is another top read for me. Let's go into my 3rd pick. Out of Comfort Zone. So a book that I don't typically read the genre of. The book I selected for Out of My Comfort Zone is Devil's Knot, the true story of the West Memphis 3. This is a true crime. I've never really read much true crime genre. So this is definitely out of my comfort zone because it's going to be a first for me. And basically we are following the story of these 3 kids that ended up murdering 3, I think it was 3 8-year-old boys back in the 90s, and then they got released in 2011. So I guess this will be interesting to see what led up to them being convicted, and also what led up to their convictions being overturned and their release from prison. So I think it'll be enlightening and a great way to review history and all that. Fourth pick. Has illustrations, which is great because I love books that have illustrations in them. For has illustrations, I could have cheated and got a manga or graphic novel. However, I've been wanting to read The Phantom Tollbooth by Norton Jester. This is a classic children's story, and there are illustrations with throughout, like there and stuff. They kind of, those old classic, scribble style drawing. So I think it'd be kind of an entertaining read. I don't really know much about the background of the story. I think it's basically some dude stumbles into a toll booth that takes him to another land. If I'm remembering correctly, I may be way off the mark, but I think this will be a great, interesting read, and I do hope I enjoy it since it is a beloved classic. Time for the fifth pick. Treat your shelf. So basically I can buy a book or books this month. I guess we also need to unwrap a book for the month, and we are down to 2 because there's only 2 months left in the year. I don't know if I should unwrap this one that Percy's already got it into, or go for the Black Cats. I think I'm going to go with this one since it's already sticking up like it wants to be unwrapped, and it's kind of thick, so I'm not sure what exactly it is. So let's see. And we have Going Bovine, and I believe this is like following a 16-year-old that's about to die, and all of a sudden this hallucination, I believe, of a cow appears in their life. It's been a while since I've read the synopsis of this book, obviously, because it's been sitting wrapped up for a year. But I think this will be a great, enjoyable read. I mean, it has won a prize, so hopefully it's worth it since it did win something. So I will be adding this to my list of books to read next month. I think I have a pretty manageable TBR this month because I only have 5 books to read, since one of them I get to actually purchase a book with no consequences. So I do hope I am able to get through all these and actually stay on track in my TBR, because the past couple months I have been kind of veering off. I mean, I've been reading above and beyond what's required. I'm just not reading what I need to be prioritizing. So hopefully we can stick to the TBR in November. But I guess that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed, feel free to click the like and subscribe button down below. And I hope to see you guys in my next video.